Hello, welcome back for another video. Geo here, and in this video I would like to talk about low light photography. Low light photography is one of my favorite types of photography, and I'm not going to go so much into the f-stops and the shutter speeds and apertures and all that because I think there's plenty of instructional videos out there for you to check that out. But I thought I would give you a few examples. I picked out 6 different pictures of low light photography, and I thought I would just go ahead and pop them up here and tell you what my settings were. And just for kicks and grins, to let you know, I'm taking this video right now with a Canon 60D, and I have it set at f2.8, and it's a 24 frame rate video, and I have it set at ISO 200. And that's what I'm doing with this video right now. Now I've got the 6 pictures I'm going to put up here and explain my settings, tell you my settings, because I thought that might give you a good idea of where to start if you were to go out and try to take some low light photography pictures yourself. Now the very first picture I have is I took in Victoria, Canada, and it's an f5.6 f-stop, and I took it at 1/400th of a second at ISO 400 on a Canon 70D with a 24mm fixed focal lens. And beautiful sunset. That was beautiful. And the next one is a concert. I actually don't remember which concert now because I just have notes in front of me here. But it was a concert, and I took it with an f2.8, 1/200th of a second, ISO 1600, and that was a 24mm fixed focal, also on a Canon 70D. And the third picture I have up here was a concert also, and I took that at f1.8 at 1/400th of a second, ISO 800, and that was with the little 50mm, they call it the Nifty 50 Canon, and that was on a 60D Canon camera, which is the same exact one that I am filming with right now. Before I forget, I have a short attention span, I will put my website down below if you'd like to check out any of the photos I have taken. So I'll put that down below. Thank you very much. And the last 3 pictures, this one was at a concert, f2.8 at 1/100th of a second shutter speed, ISO 2500. That was a 24mm fixed focal lens on a Canon 70D. And the next photo that I have up is a drummer named Larry London, and if none of you are familiar with him, he's probably the best drummer in the entire Pacific Northwest, if not just half of the United States. Anyway, he's a fantastic drummer. I took this photo at 2.8, f2.8, 1/320th of a second, ISO 2500 with the 24mm fixed focal lens on a Canon 70D. And the last one was a concert again, and I took that at f2.8, 1/800th of a second, ISO 1600, 24mm fixed focal lens on a Canon 70D. Now, the biggest difference in some of the shutter speeds and the ISOs is partly due how much light, how much bright light, how much dark light, if your subject is moving, because if your subject is not moving, you could go with a much lower shutter speed. But these were mostly concerts, and people were jumping around, moving around, and like Larry, I got that 1/320th of a second, but Larry had thrown his sticks up and I caught them in midair, and I had to have a pretty fast shutter speed to do that. So it kind of depends on your lighting, movement. I just thought that I would put these settings up here in case you wanted to get into low light photography. I know some people don't like low light because it's a little bit more challenging, but I think that low light photography is challenging, but it's also the most rewarding when you start to get the hang of it, because there's some beautiful sunset pictures, concert pictures. It's just low light is amazing, but you don't want to use your flash in low light photography. Do not do that. Anyway, well, thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you at the next video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I wish that you would join me on this journey of reducing stress and all things general, just growing old, being elderly. So thank you very much, and please subscribe on the little button right there.